If you want to change your body, you should consider these 3 points. The first point, you want to change your body composition. And secondly, you should consider yourself being healthy. And last but not least, you should try by all means to make sure you want to increase your performance. Hi guys, my name is Eric. I'm a personal trainer, which basically means I help folks to achieve their fitness goals. So today I'm gonna share with you guys on how I design my training program for my clients and also how I design my training program. Okay, but before you do so, you should make sure you consider these 3 points, which is your body composition, your health, and also your performance, right? So I'll kind of explain what do I mean by those 3 points, or what is the meaning of these 3 points. So the first one, which is your body composition, you should want to look good. I guess everyone that is working out, they all want to look good, right? And I always say this to my clients: you should have like a specific goal, whether you want a six-pack or you want a big bum or whatever the case might be. Depends on you what you want to achieve, but you should strive by all means to have like a specific goal that you want to achieve, right? And also to just look good according to your own terms, if that makes sense, right? That is a body composition. Then secondly, you should also want to be healthy. Being healthy consists of a lot of things, right? It's not only you looking good, but then is you, like for example, making sure that you sleep well, meaning you sleep enough hours. Secondly, you should eat healthy. You should drink enough water for your body so that you can perform at your best. You should manage your stress levels. Like, there's so many things that you should consider in order for you to be healthy. You're not only becoming healthy by eating healthy only, but then you, for some reason, you are struggling taking care of your stress levels. You should make sure you are all balanced, right? Then last but not least, you should make sure you also increase, or you improve rather, your performance at your workplace and also in the gym, right? I'm sure there are a lot of things, let's say, that you thought you could never do, but then for some reason you like being in the gym for like 4 or 5 months. Now you're like, oh my goodness, now I'm able to do this. You know what I mean? So those are the things that you should consider when you are planning for your program. Okay, but of course, each training program is going to be different because not everyone is able to do certain things. For example, some people, I won't say they should squat due to them having knee problems or lower back pains. Then I will try by all means to design or to give them other leg exercises apart from them squatting, right? So those are the things that you should also consider even when you are designing your training program. If you know that you have a shoulder problem, then it won't make sense for you to do military press. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You should do other exercises, right, that will be joint friendly to your shoulders or to your hip or whatever the case might be. So those are the things that you should also consider when you are designing your training program. Okay, you should plan your training program according to your availability. It doesn't make sense for you to want to train every day, but you know for a fact you are a very busy person, right? So I would advise for you to plan your training program according to our availability. For example, if you know you're only available for 3 days, then make sure in those 3 days you are training, and also make sure in those 3 days you do some kind of a full body split where you target your whole body instead of you training only your upper body separately and also your lower body. Do I make sense? I'll give an example. You can probably on Monday, let's say you train on Monday, Wednesday, and also on Friday. Maybe on Monday you would do your chest and also some squats and barbell bench press, and that is the same thing, by the way, chest and barbell bench press. Let's say also pull-ups, and what else, and bend over row. So in those exercises that I've just mentioned, now you've kind of target your whole body. You are not really specific on targeting only your upper body only or your lower body. So that is something that I will advise for you to consider when you are doing these training programs for yourself. You don't have to be specific. Of course, if you don't have time during the week, but then if for some reason you have a lot of time during the week, then you might as well have those specific days where you target only your upper body, your lower body, and let's say your back, like something like that basically. So this is something that I will advise for you guys to do. But the main point is, make sure you plan your training program according to your availability. And secondly, make sure guys you include strength training maybe for 2 or 3 days, right? I know some ladies, special, I do have someone that I know, she's actually my client. She's always saying like, Eric, you're gonna make me to be buff when she's doing like a strength training. That is not really the case. Probably you guys know about this now. Like when you are doing weights, you won't be bigger. If you are female, you will be toned. Even if you're a guy, apart if you're using other things that I don't want to mention, you won't be big. You won't be big, right? What will happen is you will be toned. Do I make sense? Like you'll be toned, you'll be muscular in a good way, if that makes sense. So even if you're a lady, you won't be big, you won't be buff. Apart, of course, if you're using other things, then you will be buff. So this is something that I would say for you guys. You should include strength training at least for 2 or 3 days per week. Of course, this will depend on your availability. And the other thing that you should also include on the training program is movements, right? This is something most guys, they don't do this, like mobility exercises. Guys, they don't do this, and them not doing this, you are putting yourself into a lot of trouble, if I could say, right? You can easily injure yourself by, let's say, doing squats or whatever the case might be. You can easily injure yourself if you're not including these mobility exercises to your training. So whether you're a guy or a girl, make sure you do these exercises, guys. And it doesn't really take a lot of time. You can do them before your workout, right? Maybe before you hit a treadmill, or even afterwards, as long as you do them. And they could, or I'll say you can do them for like 5 minutes. You don't have to do them for like 20 minutes. I know some people, the reason why they don't do them, they're saying, stretches, they take a lot of time, so I won't really have a lot of time. Like, for me, that is not really an excuse. Anyways, make sure you do them. Make sure you do them, guys. Something that most people tend to not do is resting, right? So I'm not saying you not being active. I'm saying you doing some kind of exercise, but at the same time you are resting. So this process is called a deloaded week. I'll give an example. Let's say you're just starting a new training program. The goal on this first week is for you to kind of learn the exercises that you have set for yourself, and also you're not going crazy with the weight, meaning your intensity is very, very low. So this is the week that we tend to call a deloaded week, right? Then, like I said earlier on, each and every week the goal is for you to progress. Like I said, you can progress either by increasing the weight, sets, reps, increasing your improving your form, whatever the case might be, right? But the goal is for you to start very, very low. Start very, very light. Yeah, that's the word. Very, very light. Okay, then obviously you can progress each and every week. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now I'm about to share a training program for my client. Let's say my client is John, and John does not really have a lot of time to train during the week. Okay, so this is the training program that I'll set for him. but this will be only for one day, guys. This won't be like for the whole week. Okay, so each session I'll prefer to at least last for 45 or an hour. Okay, of course this will depend on the availability of the person. If let's say a person only has like 45 minutes to train, then I'll try by all means to make sure that training program for him lasts for that 45 minutes. Okay, but anyways, we can say this one is like an hour workout. So the first 8 to 10 minutes, that's where we're gonna do our mobility exercises. We're gonna focus more on the body parts that we're gonna target on that session. For an example, if we're gonna do a lower body exercises, we're gonna lubricate our hip joints, our knees, and also our ankle, right? So that when we are doing some squats or any leg exercises, our joints they could be lubricated, right? But on this an example that I'm using of John, let's say John does not really have a lot of time to train during the week, so he only have like 3 days. So we're gonna target the whole body. We're not gonna be specific on targeting each body part. Okay, so this is like a hypertrophy slash building muscle program. It's not really, I don't know, like a strength training program. I hope I'm making sense, guys. Okay, anyways, so I'll say the first 2 exercises is gonna be a barbell bench press and also a barbell bend over row. So these 2 exercises, they contrast each other. Of course, they are very, very hard because they are compound exercises, meaning they target many body muscles, or many muscles rather, at the same time. So they take a lot from your body. They're very hard. So meaning when you are doing these type of exercises, you need, between your exercises, you should have enough time to rest so that you can have enough energy to perform very well on your next exercise. Make sense? Okay, so the first 2, like I said, is going to be a barbell bench press and also a barbell bend over row. Then we're gonna move on doing squats. So probably a squat, you won't really superset a squat. You just do squats singular, because like I said, these are like compound exercises, so they're very draining. I won't really recommend for you to do, especially if let's say you like lift heavy weights, then this won't be the case. So John will do squats at his third exercise. Then on the 4th, probably will do some pull-ups and superset that with some curls. So this will be John's workout, and we're gonna finish off with some sprinting, right? Sprinting to kind of increase our cardiovascular system. And yeah, it will also be like a finisher in a way, so it won't really necessarily be an exercise where we want to gain something out of it. Of course, we still, like I said, we're gonna touch on our cardiovascular system, because that is something that also most people tend to not really consider. So you training your cardiovascular system, you are helping yourself, meaning you are also helping your heart, right? It's not really about building muscles. Yes, building muscles is okay, but you also training your heart, that is amazing. That is good. Okay, so this will be like a typical training program for John. Okay, where we do squats, where we do bend over row, where we do some barbell bench press, and we do some kind of a finisher of sprinting. So this is something that you can also consider when you are also planning for your training program, especially if you don't have enough time to train during the week. Okay, so yes guys, I'm so sorry for the noise in the background, but this is something that I will advise you guys to do. Anyways, if you are new on this channel, please do not forget to subscribe, and I would love for you guys to kind of advise me on which videos that we like to see on this channel. Until next time folks, peace out.